Cindy.
You too.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, hang on. Okay. There we go. Can you see me?
Hi.
Spotlight for everyone. There we go. Do you want it like that, or do you want it just regular, Joe?
What do you mean?
I just put you in the middle.
Put you in the big screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's put it on
boy.
the big screen.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. You are now Paul Lind. You are
You're
square.
the center square.
Yeah. Paul Lind.
Paul
my
in.
God. Terry Snow? Wow. Hang on, she's coming.
There she. Linda, Ken.
Hi, Mary.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, hey.
You look awesome.
Terry Snow.
Well, you should have seen me when I was shaved. I didn't know whether I was Mr. Clean or a white version of Samuel Jackson.
Well, you recovered very well from your surgery.
Yeah. Now, let me show you something.
Oh, he's going to show it. This is not the first time you're going to show this.
Oh,
But what aren't you understanding?
Wow.
yay.
I can drink coffee with one hand.
Yay.
Yay.
God.
That's a
I'm
blessing.
Greg has to do nothing.
I'm happy for you, Joe.
Oh, I'm happy for me too. Believe
Believe me.
Now you can use both hands and beat coffee in each hand now.
Brian, he's
Yeah.
Or a coffee and a donut.
Brian.
Yeah, there he is. Right
Now, let's not get carried away.
Oh, why not? It's winter.
The right hand is good. The left hand, I still got tremors in that, but we're working on it.
Well,
Good.
that's you come a long ways.
This is good.
And Mr. Elliott is here.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken.
How did
Hi,
I?
everybody.
He's right there.
It's happy hour here, so I'm having a little happy.
Sweet. Awesome.
It's good to see everybody.
Yeah.
It's been a while since our last one.
A bottle of wine, but I gave that one away.
You want to say hi?
You can say hi over here.
Mom's gonna make noise. She's gonna. It's 3 feet of snow out there, and she's putting ice in her cup.
Something wrong.
You and me.
Oh my Lord, we've had some snow going on here. I'll tell you. I built a couple sheds this fall for my eBay store, and it all collapsed. So
Yep.
they were prefab sheds, but they said the snow load would be okay, and it wasn't okay this year. That's all right. We got insurance, so we'll have that handled and
Oh, good.
do what we can.
Yeah, they're completely destroyed. You can't even get into them. The
Oh, boy.
ceiling's completely caved in on both of them.
Yeah.
We're getting no snow here in the flats, but up in the mountains they're getting snow.
Really.
In Denver.
It's not too bad here.
Yeah, look at that face, Ken. Look at that. That looks cute. You look really good.
Yeah,
You look
yeah.
I like that. Okay.
He's got his robe on.
Thank you.
Glenn
Like he's in his
coming
bunker.
in.
Yeah, I got it. That's bad.
No,
I got out of the hospital. I got to wear glasses just to see my computer screen.
Oh, Lord.
oh man, I'm
Karen, hi, Glenn.
glad to see you among the vertical. That's what my motion says. Gonna.
There's Terry Snow. I could see her face.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, pretty lady.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
It's
Glenn,
good
how
to
you
see
doing?
so many friendly faces.
It's good to see you again. It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while. Yeah, a long while. I happened to see your email. I was so excited.
So how's the
I'm
real
like,
estate?
I put that on my calendar.
How's the real estate business?
Oh, the insurance business.
Insurance.
Insurance.
Busy as ever.
Oh, I bet.
My neighbors.
I can hear you, Terry, but I can't see you. I'll have to figure out how to do that.
There's a scroll bar. Ken. There's a scroll, a little green, blue circle with an arrow. Click on that until you see Terry.
Okay.
It should be at the top.
I don't see that blue circle. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Did you get her?
Nope.
Go to the bottom of the screen and see if there is an arrow.
Okay, I'll go do it out there.
Bottom of the picture.
Yes, please here.
No luck.
Egley's name.
I'm on an iPad. That could be the problem. I don't know.
Who's got a TV on?
I did for a second, sorry.
All right, Brian. Figures it's him. Well, he's going in to check on Brenda, and she's in there watching.
Uh,
No, I asked her if she wanted to go, and she's sitting in her easy chair right now. Lazy boy.
that's the way to do it. How is she doing?
We're working. She's doing a lot better. She's gained a lot of weight. Last I had her weighed in September, she was 110 pounds. She's up to about 148, 150 right now.
Oh, good.
So that's really the good news. But she's still, suffering from the Wernicke's encephalopathy, having issues with memory and short-term memory.
That.
No, Joe, it's like I'll give her a medication and 5 minutes later, she doesn't realize she took it type thing.
Well, I do that.
I do that too.
Yeah,
Oh, don't
I'm doing that now.
and replaced it with baby aspirin.
Yeah, she's
We got
getting to remember more of the day, trying to get her to write things down. Her penmanship's it's getting close to what it normally looked like. And we're working on standing, and then from standing, we'll go to walking.
Oh, good. She has to remember it all, relearn everything.
Yeah, she had a deficiency of thiamine, and when you have a thiamine deficiency at the level she did, you slip into Wernicke's Korsakoff syndrome. And that can go a couple different ways depending on when they find it. And they found it right as it was developing.
Well, thank God.
Wow.
And she had issues with absorbing nutrients in the first place from some other surgery she had. So getting nutrients into her system has been the key. And one of our old friends, Jeremy Blake Lee, turned me on to a gut specialist, an expert in poop, if you will. And
what a shit.
yeah. She says that I'm a shit expert. What do you want? I know. I like what she calls the butt, though. She calls it the drainage funnel.
The drainage funnel. Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
It's anyways, I'm learning all kinds of stuff about how to eat foods that she can digest and absorb nutrients from. You know what I found
This
out,
was
guys?
a family show.
Rice has the
I'm with
most
you,
amount of, check this out. Rice has the most amount of arsenic than any other grain there is. The
Yeah,
only way you can get rice without arsenic in it is by organic rice.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. I knew that.
All righty.
There's my stupid thought of the day. And then I found a bunch of vegetables you don't have to buy organic.
Well, if I keep eating rice, does that mean I will build up my immunity or tolerance for arsenic?
Arsenic's a key thing, and it stays in your body, and it's crap. It's not good.
It does funky things once it gets to a certain level, but what it does is it messes with your proteins.
Wow.
So is that what happened to her? Is that what she was?
No, I just thought I'd throw that random fact out that I just learned.
Random.
No, she has a gluten intolerance, and that's what kicked it all off. But before that, she had intestinal surgery, which compromised her ability to absorb nutrients.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So here we are.
Can we take this out?
It's like dealing with somebody that just had a stroke,
You-
but they're recovering
Are you
longer.
listening? Oh, okay.
I'm
He's having
assuming
You're gonna make
phone
all of us
number
here.
is gonna be Diane Daniels. Is Diane Daniels in the house? Is Diane Daniels in?
I play one of my favorite office minutes and I have $5. Come on.
Okay,
We got walkie-talkie.
I don't know. Somebody,
Hang on, I'll see if I can get her in.
Nope. Is this open or is it?
Huh?
all right, we're at our 5 o'clock mark, so let's give the mic back over to Joe and see what he has to say. And Mike called
Thing
it.
with Diane, you asked about it.
Oh, I was just wondering if that was her. Eliana.
Hey. Hello.
My car.
I just wondered if that was her.
Your picture.
Wait, there we go. Now I can hear you.
I'm not
Diane,
even. Yes.
all right.
I'm here.
Well, listen, you're going to have to excuse me for a few minutes. I just have some
What do you think of coffee?
Hi, everybody. It's good to see everybody.
Who's that?
Hi.
Hey, everybody. All still here.
Hi.
I'm just letting people in so he can go get coffee. That's fine. We got more people coming as we go.
Oh, is that the new pooch?
Yep, that's a brownie.
Oh, she's sweet. Is it a Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Yeah, she rescued us.
Oh, how old is
My
she?
kid showed up, my son had her, and she just was abused. He got her from somebody that was abusing her, and
Oh,
they were trying to figure out who would be able to take care of her best, and she just sort of ended up with us. So
yeah.
Well,
Right where she's needed.
Jordan
What?
said we got a Chihuahua already, so I figured I'd be the best person to take care of her.
Yeah.
So it's like having Betty all over again.
There you go.
how's that? Can you guys see everybody better? I'll put Joe back on when he's back on. I don't know. Did I change the view for everyone?
He's still middle screen on mine.
Well, I was having trouble getting in, and I ended up having to go in through Facebook.
I did too.
Oh, okay, I got more admittance here.
Hey, Kim,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm doing okay,
Okay.
day by day.
That's Judy.
Yeah. Excuse me a minute. Let me back to Laurel and tell her to get on. I know she's having trouble too.
Jose Valdez is coming. Alrighty. We're getting folks in the room here. It's like a family gathering here.
Yeah. Woohoo.
How come we're not still, we're not, everybody else? I'm here too. I said,
Oh, that wasn't Donna. Do it.
Oh, that voice. That's Larry's voice. There's Larry. Okay, hey, Larry.
Hi, guys. Look at that hair, man.
Wow.
This is Larry's COVID hair.
I love it. It's gorgeous.
hope you have a ponytail by the time you see me next.
The style suits you, Larry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They're calling me professor now.
Oh.
You gotta get a jacket with the pads on the elbows.
Well,
And the pipe.
when I spoke a couple weeks ago at church, I had my jacket on, and that's with the comments that I got. Professor Larry, Professor Larry.
I love it.
You need the pipe.
All right.
I've got a pipe. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Okay, Michael Benson. We're getting filled up here. I love it.
Hey, Kenny, how you doing, brother?
Hello. Oh my
You're
God.
muted.
Now, start 7:45, so everybody get there. Bullshit.
jaw jack,
Oh,
whatever.
listen
Then
like
at 8
this.
o'clock, boom, let's start. Just
Yeah,
drunk,
you
Kathy.
tried it.
A damn wall.
Just put your ear like this on that side. Speak down.
I have it set up. Everybody else sees just 1 second.
Ken, how are you doing?
Hey, Ken.
Hey, now, no, I'm all right. They got me in rehab, got my EP up to above 20 now, so
Yeah, lay on this hand.
we'll try to get me up where I can have surgery in a couple of months.
Okay.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Sending our prayers for health and healing.
Yep. Every day, brother.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Hey, Mr. Elliott. Glad to see you.
Hey, it's really me.
It is.
It's so good to see everybody.
You too, brother.
Hi, Ken.
Howdy, howdy. What
Hi,
fun.
Ken.
The two cans.
well, we got a bunch of people here.
It's filling up. Kid.
Well, I like that.
Hello, everybody.
I didn't mean to do that.
Hello, Mary. Hi.
Hey, well, why don't you listen? I'll go get it.
Laura Michaels here.
Hey, Eliona, you're here.
Wait a few minutes.
What would you like for
Just
dinner?
wait. No, just wait. You can wait. No.
Yeah,
Dinner,
Joy,
Lisa,
I'm
quit
here.
cooking.
Fuck it. You're gonna have a
Okay,
pot pie.
you're on my
No.
phone number.
Who's having a turkey
Somebody needs
pot
to
pie?
mute.
Yeah.
What?
You're pretty
I say,
organized.
Eliona, you know my phone number, don't you?
Copied that
No,
password.
What?
somebody
Yeah.
wasn't muted.
Whoever's arguing needs to mute.
You write it
You can
down.
wait. You can wait. Fuck it. You can just wait.
Whoa, finally. I got out to talk to Laurel and I couldn't get back in.
I'll never find it because you're distracting me.
Oh, wait a minute. That was.
Let's see, we're 7 minutes past. We're at 44. It's a sign.
Hi.
I have no idea of what, but it's a sign.
All right.
So let's give it a few more minutes and see how many more come in. For those of you who weren't here earlier,
Hey, Jordan.
see this
Hey, how's it going?
miracle. I'm going to show it to you. Look.
Woo!
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's all staying in the cup.
Yeah, man.
Can you drink
Wonderful.
soda in your kitchen again, Ken? Hey,
Yeah.
Ken, can he drink soda in your kitchen again now? He's not hearing me.
I told him about the time when I grabbed the Pepsi like this, and I said, at least I'm not shaking it back and forth, and it blew up and got all over the kitchen. And he said, well, I guess Ken will let you back in his kitchen again.
I think that's called Murphy's Law.
Oh, yeah.
That's wonderful news, Joe.
Yes, we're so glad for you.
All right, I got Dennis Sharp's coming.
My left hand still shakes, but we're working on it. It's going to take some tuning for that. So anyhow.
Well, it's still progress.
Yeah. One of the things why I wanted to do this was I got a call from somebody and they asked me what tonight was going to be about. And they said, because, you know, there are different people who have different opinions about what's going on and basically who's right.
Hey, Joe.
Let's
have everybody mute.
And I got into the thing of, wait a minute. Sure, we all have our opinions. We all get emotionally charged behind things. But what in the hell does that have to do with what it is that we're about? And what we're about
Talking now, come listen.
is teach only love and be at peace. So I got to thinking, well, maybe we could do a prayer or ask to bring the world out of this craziness into be at peace and teach only love. Now, I know when we're together and we set an intention and we do a process for that intention, that things happen. They may not happen quickly, but they do happen. So that was one of the things that I wanted to do it tonight, would be to come together as a group and ask God to bring us back to sanity, to bring us back, the world back to things coming from be at peace and only love. So there's 44 of us in here, and like I say, it's a sign. Okay.
There's more coming.
There's more coming. What do you mean?
Now I'm letting people in.
Oh, now we're up to 46.
46.
Joe,
Yes.
can we have everybody mute themselves?
I'm getting that.
Because there's a lot of background noise.
On in the background.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise.
Yeah, when I take my nap on the couch, I turn on the TV and turn on the background noise so I can sleep.
I'll unmute the whole thing. Well, this is right here. Right.
Well, we have people in here I haven't seen for a long time.
It's been a while.
Darlene, how are you, dear?
You can't talk.
Well, they can wave.
I mean, there could be a time to talk, but right now we need to be muted.
Well, we're
Especially that one person that's not paying attention and needs to mute.
All right, there we go. That could be Joe's TV. Joe, do you have your TV on?
I sure do.
Turn your TV off. I'm muting everybody, waiting for the TV to go off. The guy is talking.
Turn your TV off, Joe.
He did.
And it's off.
All right, there we go. And whoever's having pot pies, have a nice dinner. Okay, great.
Lee and Jordan and Oleana wave to me. Now, Oleana, good. Since I'm the only one that can be heard, you have my phone number. Do you not? Shake your head, yes, if you have it. Don't expect me to call you because I lost your number. So if you want to talk to me, you got to call me. Okay? All right. And Lee's here, and I bet Don's with her somewhere. Yeah, he's in the background. I see you. And Barb, and gee, I feel like Mrs. Francis from that movie. Where I've got my magic mirror looking at everybody. Of course, I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember that. Okay. So, like I was saying, when we come together as a group and we set an intention and we're about creating something.
Okay.
Do you want video on?
Yeah, that's fine.
When we're about creating something that we can be at cause. And the US right now and the world right now, everything seems to be kind of crazy. And with the virus, we're all pretty much homebound. So we don't have the communications with one another or the intimacy with one another that we usually have. So, and you know, one of the things with me is I would love to be out teaching again and being with you guys. But as it stands right now, that ain't gonna happen. So, what I was thinking is we could get together and we could be a group that's about causing peace and harmony, which is basically be at peace and teach only love. So I've devised a process that I think will work. And Dave, this is being recorded, right?
It is.
Okay. So even if they miss it tonight, the process will be there for them to do and add their vibrations to what it is that we're doing. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start off with the 7 names of God because we want to make sure that regardless of what religion someone is, they're plugged into it. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start up. We're not going to sing it. We're just going to say these 7 names of God. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the be it and teach only love part. Okay? So, you know, like we do at a conference, when we're going to do something, I will say it first and then you will say it. Shake your head so I know you can hear me.
Yes, we get it.
Okay. So we'll do it that way. All right. Now, if I'd have thought about it earlier, I would have asked everyone to get their sandalphon oil and put it on their crown. If you had the sandalphon oil, because sandalphon carries prayers and messages to God. But if you don't have it, we ain't going to worry about it. We'll just go for it.
I
Because
just got a 5-bill bottle on accident.
remember, it's like I say, God is very understanding. Okay, so we'll start off with the 7 names of God. Shri Ram,
Sri Ram,
Be wrong.
Elohim,
Elohim,
Elohim.
Elohim,
Buddha,
Buddha,
Yahweh,
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 Ahura Mazda,
Ahura Mazda,
Mazda,
go ahead and unmute.
Allah,
Allah,
Allah.
El Shaddai.
El
Shaddai.
Shaddai, El Shaddai.
We ask
We ask
We ask
We ask
that you assist us
that you
that you
assist us
assist us
in teaching only love
in
In
teaching
teaching only
Teaching
love.
only
love
and help us to be at peace.
and help
and
us.
help
help
us
us
to
to be at peace.
Oh, I'm feeling something.
Okay, you ready? Here comes the big part. Okay, that's all we need to do. So tomorrow when we wake up, everything's going to be right with the world.
Woo-hoo!
And I got a bridge to sell you.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
Okay, so as long as we're all here, does anybody have anything they want to ask? Is there a way that they can raise their hand or something, Dave?
You can unmute yourself when you need to speak. And then just mute yourself when you're done.
Okay.
Judy has her hand up.
Okay.
What are the chances are for the conference in Dallas?
They're looking good.
Good.
Now, it's looking good. I really expect us to make it. However, we're going to have to go by the hotel and the hotel rules. If the hotel says, nah, we can't do it, then we're screwed.
Yeah.
So
Maybe could we make that part of our meetings is to manifest that happening?
we can do that.
Okay.
We do whatever we want.
All right. I want to do that.
Okay. Now, here's how I would do it.
Okay.
I don't know how anyone else's relationship with God is or their understanding of God, but I look at God like God is my best friend. And I know that my best friend cares about me deeply and will do anything for me that I ask. So how I would do it is I would just take a moment and connect with my best friend. And my best friend is my buddy. So when I talk with God, I do a thing like, hey, buddy, I've got a favor I need to ask of you. So do you think you could fix it so that we can have the conference this year? And then thanks a lot. I appreciate your time.
I was just wondering if we could do it during these calls as a group.
Okay. Just did.
Repeat after me.
All righty.
Here we go.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. My best friend.
My best friend.
I ask that you fix it so we can have the conference this year.
That you fix
it so
that
that we can have a conference this year.
I appreciate it. I
appreciate it.
I really, really
I appreciate
that.
I really do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love and gratitude.
Bless your heart.
Infinite love and gratitude.
So we did 2 things. We sent energy out to bring the world back to sanity, and we've got an in for having the conference this year.
Yeah, we do.
You know, one of the things about having this DBS put in is it messes with my speech. I don't know if you've noticed it, but my speech kind of feels like I'm drunk talking. I'm slurring my words, but I can drink coffee with one hand.
Show us again, Joe. There's a lot of people that didn't get to see it.
All right. Coffee, one hand.
That's one coffee for a man.
Doesn't get old.
Does anybody have any questions they'd like to bring up as long as you got me here?
Well, do you have any information from Michael, Joe?
Nothing new. As soon as I get a visit from Michael, I'll write it up and get it on the webpage and send out a newsletter or something saying that I've had a visit. So I haven't gotten anything new since the last visit. And come on, you guys have been with me long enough to know Michael comes to me and tells me things when he wants to. You know, it's on Michael's time.
Is
Anything?
everybody else having, some of my contacts are being kind of quiet lately. Anybody else having that?
What do you mean?
I mean, like my dragon, my angel, usually talk to me, and lately, I mean, they haven't been talking as much.
Ooh. Mine does. He won't shut up.
Well, I wish mine would again. I'm getting to feel a little neglected here.
Well, you know, here's something that I think we can all look at. And it's like, that's time that we get to be with ourselves. Now, the Buddhists, they have this thing that they do. They go out into the mountains far away and they're by themselves. They have no one around them. So they do that for a specific reason. Okay. With a lot of people in your life and discussing a lot of things, you know, what they're doing is basically keeping you busy. So you're not spending time with yourself. So what they, and this is the way I put it, the reason that these monks go out into the wilderness by themselves for long periods of time is simply because they learn that it's okay to be by yourself. You don't need the distraction of other people in your life. And when you do that, you can reflect on who you are, what you're about. Okay. And one of the things too, you can look at your life and the things that you've done in your life. And if need be, forgive yourself for them. Because whatever it is that you've done, you did it with the best information you had at the time. If you would have had other information, you might have done something else. So get off your case, you know, and be at peace. Peace only love. That answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
I do. We all know what I do. And I have been getting a lot of people again that think the world is over.
Yeah.
And I'm not real sure how to respond to that. I've had a few people call me out of the blue saying that they see negative entities and how to solve that. I refer them to someone else, but suicide, and they're just dumping on me. How would you, Joe, calm hearts?
Well, here's one of the things. The world is over. It's coming to an end. Armageddon. That's been going on for what, 7,000 years?
True.
It hasn't happened yet. Now, if you want to worry about something, let me give you something really to worry about. All right. Every 600 trillion, 700 million, 452,000 years, the universe collapses on itself. Okay? The universe explodes. Okay? Here's what you need to know if you really want to worry. Nobody knows when it happened last.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
So if you really want to worry about it, worry
Yeah.
about that. Listen, we're given a period of time here on earth to work out our sums. All right? So enjoy however long you have.
Mm-hmm. That's
Hey, and
thank you.
there's some days you're going to get sandwiches made with peanut butter and honey. And some days you're going to get a shit sandwich.
Yep. Pick the day.
I was whining one time about the way my life was going. And this guy says, he says, Joe, you're looking at it wrong. And I said, why's that? And he says, well, every day when you get up, God deals you a hand of cards. And sometimes you'll say, hey, this is a pretty good hand. I like this. And other days you're going to say, good God, what a crappy hand.
Yep.
And God says, just be thankful you're still in the game.
It's the end of, yep. I understand. Thank you, Joe.
The end of anything is the beginning of something. So, that's one of the highlights that Michael's talked about over the years is, this new beginning that we're doing, So, yeah, there's a lot going on in the world. We've got a lot of people with their own ideas on how it's going to be or could be. And we've been told over and over and over again that we are the ones that are going to create it. So if you buy into what other people are saying, we may create those things because we're that powerful. We have been past careless in our creations because we're so creative, and that's what we do in this physical realm, the third dimension. It's the only place this thing can happen. So one of the reasons, I think the main reason that Joe called all of us together is so that we can put this in our mind. And with the people that are in this group, when you put something in your mind, you're powerful. You have no idea. Some of you have an idea of how powerful you are, and some people are just completely, I'm not powerful. They don't think they are, but they are. And our words, our actions, our deeds, they create, and we can do this out of nothing. Okay. The simplest thought can become. So when we have that thought, if we're constant, like what Joe was trying to point out to us, if we're paying attention to all of this stuff that we don't want to happen, we call that upon us. And I was just talking to Diane Daniels the other day about this very subject. Back in the first Georgia event that we had, it was at the in Hiawassee, Georgia, at the Enoda Center. We did a fire walk, and before and before the fire walk, what we did was we made a list of all the things we were not going to do or we would not do. Okay. And I got to tell you, we filled up a page, and then we filled another page, and then part of another page. And then the genius that was running it, it was a complete genius move. He says, okay, great, let's do this. He tore those off and had a blank one and said, okay, Now, here's a list of what we are willing to do. Guess how many things we got on there? We could barely fill half of that page. So what you're concentrating on is what is going to happen. Thoughts create things, okay? So we are in charge of doing this, okay? We need to, you know, really get right now how powerful we are as a group. I mean, you know, we come to these things every year and we are sending our love and our energy, and we spend a lot of our time and our money preparing to go to these things, okay? And you think you're not getting something out of it, but you really are. Look at how your life is today compared to
Oh, hell yes.
it changed completely, you know, everything changes. Let's get back to the bottom line of this is where our mind goes, everything else flows.
Oh.
You know, it just, thoughts become things, and we're powerful co-creators with this omnipotency that loves us so much, you know, and it really makes sense right now for us to just get that, because how do you know God loves you? You're here. Just like Joe said, you have a deck, you have the cards to play today. You know, you're always going to be loved, and everybody has their own set of cards. You know, you can look at your own cards, and trying to look at other people's cards is getting you into trouble. Pay attention to your own cards. You know, that's the thing is it's an inside job, as Ken would say. Ken Elliott says it's an inside job. And I believe him wholeheartedly, because inside of me is where all of the love actually resides. And I'm looking outside of me for this love, and I'm disappointed that I don't find it. But when I find out inside of me, I find that love, it spills out. And then I see the love in other people, and it just comes in, and it flows like that. Okay, so it comes inwards, and it goes outwards, and then it comes back in again. And the bigger your love gets, the more it softens the blow, like what Joe's having us do today. We created some big love, because I know you guys are really into this, and I know your heart is so huge, and your love energy is completely immense. And when it goes out into this world, something really truly happens. And I could feel it when we were sitting here. I'm like going, whoa, that's cool. You know, I don't want to get caught up in that feeling, because I'm caught up in that feeling. I want to continue that feeling and allow it to happen for everybody else. And as we do this, our numbers will grow. So there you go. I love you guys. I get on rants once in a while. So.
Really?
Yeah, thank you.
That was well spoken, Dave.
If you hear what I'm saying, I really want you to succeed in who you know.
We do, David. We love you. But you do, you do get on rants every once in a while, huh?
So basically, it's like where your focus is, that's what you tend to create in your life.
Where your mind goes, the energy flows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good rant, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
I needed to. I haven't done chat in a couple months. We've been dealing with all kinds of crap. So.
We really have. It's just been chaotic and crazy and just,
Life is light if it is.
I can identify I'm moving by the end of February.
Oh, fuck.
Bless your heart.
I'd rather go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I got to get out of the mountains so I can breathe. I'm going down to Ohio.
Good.
All right, Joe.
I did want.
It's going to be just as snowy in Ohio as it is in the mountains.
Come to
The
Wisconsin.
altitude is better.
Yeah, we got 3 feet.
I think we got over 3 feet.
Yeah.
Well, when I stand up, it goes up to my mid-thigh.
Anybody
We're
want
not getting enough. We need it so we have the fires again next fall.
Yeah, we don't need that more.
You know, one of the things I've noticed is now that I don't have a truck anymore, nobody asks me to help them move.
Oh, you don't have the truck anymore?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's got a he had a pickup truck. Now he's got an SUV.
Oh, that's right.
SUV.
Yeah.
You
So,
still get a lot in an SUV.
yeah, a refrigerator is a little hard to put into an SUV because it doesn't stand up too well.
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
Anybody got anything else they want to ask?
Oh, I got lots of questions. I just can't remember them right now.
Good.
Can I make a comment to that I forget who it was talking about getting a lot of people talking to her about suicide and everything like
Oh,
that?
that was me, Cindy.
Okay. One of the things I had a friend that she actually had taken a bunch of pills and everything like that. And she called me and I went into the hospital and, you know, just one of the things that I found is to tell them, I love you. And they say, well, you don't know me. Or something like that. You know, you don't know me that well. I love you anyway. I care. And there are days when you have to hang on by bloody fingertips.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But the next day is worth it. So just hang on for me one more day. Just for me. And I will be forever grateful if you will, because I love you.
That's about how I answer questions.
Thank you.
That is it. They need to know that they're loved, that they're cared about.
Oh, yeah.
That's about the only thing that you can do over the phone, and especially with someone that you don't know. That
Yeah.
well. I love you.
Look at
I love you.
too.
like a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yep.
And
yes.
One of the things with me knowing that I'm here to work out the sums of my life. If I don't get it done this time, because I committed suicide, the next time I come back, guess what? I get to do it all over. And once is enough.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Right back where you started from. That's exactly true.
Yep. And I guess that's the starting point for all of us for the deep division that we have in our religious, political views, is just to start with our own sums.
Exactly.
You know, Alexander, my teacher, I don't know how many of you got to know him, but he used to talk about beliefs and what we believe and how we chose to believe them and how dangerous they are, because once we believe something to be true, it's hard to change that. So Alexander used to say, so that's why I don't believe anything. And so anyway, I thought, well, that's great. I don't believe anything. And then I stopped and I said, well, wait a minute. I don't believe anything. That's a belief that I have.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I really, 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 really miss? Hugs.
Me too.
Let me give you one right now.
Let's do a group hug at the end.
Larry, thanks, but that's not the same.
I'm sending everybody a telepathic
No.
hug.
Yeah.
Yep.
Miss
Thank
you all and
you.
love you. Yeah.
We'll get back to it. It's on its way. We're creating it right now. We have to know it. We just have to know that we're going to be there at the end of June, together in love, hugging, dancing, creating.
Singing.
Remember, folks,
You
remember,
know it. It's a knowing.
yep,
Not
absolutely.
not a hoping, not a wishing, a knowing.
And we
Oh,
all have another
Thank
secret
you,
little
God.
thing we can do, a thing that we can do that we may have set aside or forgotten about. The DAW-off is a place where you go create. You observe and absorb the creative energy in this place and send out for that which you desire. So there we go.
There you go.
Do it daily.
Judy, you said something
Thank you, Dave.
I think is very important when you were talking to someone and you said, I love you, you know, and it's kind of like in the when Michael was talking or when I did something, and at the end of it, you know, I said, it's the apology. And in the apology, it says, I'm sorry. Not because I'm trying to get out of something or I did anything to you. You remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Start
And
passing tissue out.
in the end of the apology, it says, I love you just for who you are.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it's like, yeah, okay. So it's very important to let people know that you love them just for who they are and that they matter.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. I do.
I know one of the things that I said to that friend that I said was was trying to commit suicide. I was walking her up and down the hall. I was talking to her and telling her everything like that. And she started to collapse. And I said, don't you dare die on me. What do you think you're doing? What am I going to do if you die?
Yeah.
She came back.
You know, when someone is down to the point to where they feel their life isn't worthwhile, you might want to read them the apology.
I've read that. I think that's beautiful.
I have read that to someone at midnight. They called me and said, what's heaven like? I'm ready to go. And my angel was following me, I guess, and I found it. Thank God he's there to live another day.
Some people just need to hear an apology from someone because God knows they're owed one. And it really doesn't make any difference who it comes from.
Isn't that the truth?
I heard someone say this recently. Accept the apology that you may never get. And I thought that was really good. Accept the apology that you may never get, because they might already be gone from this earth plane. And I thought that was that really struck me.
Yeah.
Because if they're on the other side, they know more.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Terry. That's perfect.
Yes.
I liked it.
And another thing is there are some people who just, from the point of ego, could never, ever really say a heartfelt, I'm sorry.
That's the cause.
Yeah.
Or receive one. Or receive an apology too.
Yeah. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad I came on tonight. Thank you.
We are too.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys have all seen A Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh
Yeah.
Every
Used to scare the heck out of me.
When Morley is talking to Ebenezer, and he talks about the chain that he forged by himself, link by link. And, Ebenezer says, don't be so hard on yourself. You were just a good man of business. And Ebenezer said, but mankind was my business.
Yep.
So when Michael is speaking of teaching only love, it's like, come on. There are things people do that will set us off, that will make us crazier than a pet goon with rabies. Those are the times that try men's souls, I guess you could say. But that's the time that gives you the greatest opportunity to rise above it. And bless your heart and then let it go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Letting go is a big thing.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else?
I've got something to share. Well, see, here's my opinion again. I've actually seen my angel. Going through all this stuff with these people, I said, okay, Zach, give me the words. He showed up in my kitchen for like 30 seconds. And I saw the smile in it and he left. That was it.
I haven't seen my angel, but I've seen my dragon. Yeah. Oh, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I've heard mine, remember in the car?
Yep.
That shift is definitely on, that's for sure.
The shift is on. Hey, where's Sean anyway?
Yeah.
Come in and do songs before.
I don't think he got the memo.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Well, Tom will be there this coming year.
Oh yeah, he's a trooper. He's a trooper.
I just wanted to share something.
Go ahead.
Shipley.
Thanks. I just wanted to share that I have been doing the Shekinah blessing for almost 2 years now, every week, and it brings more peace and calm, and I feel like I've been living in a grace bubble. It is wonderful, and I highly suggest that everybody do. It's a very simple, doesn't take much time. In fact, my 6-year-old granddaughter, she does it with me, and we sing the Shekinah song and do the 7 names of the gods, and it's wonderful to have her incorporated in and handing the bread out and everything. So it's a wonderful thing to do, and I'm just blessed to be able to do it as often as I do.
Bravo.
That's cool, Mary. If you stop and
Mary, may I ask you a question about it?
Yeah, I was about to say something. Go ahead.
Sure, what?
No,
do you need to have all the tools to do it?
No.
No.
God is very understanding. Do the best you can with what you've got.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of put it together with what I have, and I have my Shekinah oil, but I don't have an IM, but I have my Metatron and Shekinah in my forks, and I made it ours. You make it your own. You put those things in it that brings the spirit in for you and your surroundings. So you do whatever comes to mind or whatever. It's a very open situation. There's specifics, but everything else about it is really open to how you want to have it manifest for yourself.
It's a guide.
It's a guide, yes.
But like Mary said, it's very important that you make it your own.
And that's the fun of it. Of course, I like fun, so there you go.
There.
You orange, you.
I'm telling you. Some things just don't change.
Yep. And
Do whatever works.
Yeah.
you look
Whatever
at,
blows dress up.
you look at everything they give us, there's all kinds of stuff that we can do all the time. You know, there's processes you can do with yourself, and just pay attention.
That reminds me,
What's that?
Joe,
What?
how many processes are there?
Why would you ask?
And
Why
I
would
ask
you ask me?
because you're the
No.
talking dad at the moment.
You know who I would ask? I would ask Jordan Rupp.
The archives.
I'd ask Jordan Rupp on that one.
Or
Really?
Yeah.
There's a
I actually haven't gone through and written everything down on that one. I know there's a lot of processes. The first process that we start with is the baptism.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the very first process is reading blessings, gifts, and deeds, because that one's the most purest form of the information. It hasn't been altered, changed, or anybody else's opinion in there. And it's short, sweet, and to the point. Teaches you how to do the first process after reading the book is the baptism.
Millions.
And then after that, you can go in and, as you read the visits, they will show you, the visits go in a flow, okay? And as the processes come up, everything we've done is a process. The gathering itself, and then there's an abundance of processes during the gathering. The 3-day process, is an abundance of those. So it's, I'd say upwards of a couple hundred.
I know that I found the Holy of Holies was an incredible experience with the 3-day fasting and everything that we went through with that. That was one of the most incredible experiences I've had. And I employ everybody who has not done the Holy of Holies should definitely take it, because it brings you right to the seat of the soul, right to the, right to the heart. So,
And you can go there every day.
Let me say this so it doesn't scare anybody. Fasting goes from sun up to down. So it doesn't mean you don't get to eat at all.
Yep. And it's all, only during daylight hours. So.
I assure
I wish I'd known that.
Best time to fast is in the winter.
I was pretty hungry for 3 days.
That came with the fifth key, which is a child of God. I have the right to commune with God as the temple of I am. So for those of us that don't know what we're talking, the new folks, we're talking about a process called the Holy of Holies. It's depicted in the visits in 2002. So there you go, kids.
I had a question.
Go ahead.
What would the best advice be for me to give a family member that's dying of alcoholism?
Oh, no, what?
Give them your love.
Well,
that's all you got,
you got to remember when you get into, like, whether it's alcohol or opioids, or, whatever, you have to realize that they are dependent upon it to get them through the day. And as long as it works for them, they're going to continue doing it. I had a niece. Well, I have a niece. And God, she is a beautiful, wonderful girl. And some of you may remember her because she came to one of my talks. And her name was Mariah. And she was a heroin addict. And, she had times when she was clean and times when she wasn't. And I told her, I told her her dad told me about it. And I said, but before we go any further, I want you to know I'm not judging you in this. This is something that you're doing. And I said, I've done drugs too in the past. And one of the things is one day it's going to stop working. And when it does, then you will find your spirituality. You'll find your purpose in life. And I said, the good news is one day it's going to stop working. Now, here's the bad news in it. The bad news is you might not stay alive long enough for that to happen. So,
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
It goes over, and that's good. That's part of our work too. It talks about it in the Book of Bricks.
Mhm.
That's always a good go-to and refresher course for everybody. Me included.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't read it in a while, so I'm probably going to go read it because I forget stuff too.
Michael has given us a lot to think about, to do with, how to participate in our lives. And it's like we do them or we don't. There's no punishment for not doing them. That's why I say when I start a conference, I only have two.
In an echo.
All right.
People need to mute.
And that's happening because
Oh, that's fun.
do we not?
Things are getting crazy.
People need to mute.
Oh, that's just trippy.
Okay.
Are you doing that?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything. I'm looking at the thing. Now it's stopped. It's trying to get us to an order of some sort. I don't know. So,
People needed to mute, and most people did.
yeah, we got to mute everybody because when we have too many microphones on, then it starts echoing. So there we go. All right.
All right, kids.
Joe?
Well, it's 8 o'clock.
It's close
So
enough.
we have this recorded. So if you want to watch it again, I'm sure you can. And for those that missed it, they can come in and view it.
I'll get the video produced as soon as possible.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Dave, where do we go? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Mara. Dave, where do we go to view it? I was unable to get in until way late. So once you
on the Grand Gathering YouTube page.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And also the Gathered Masters and all the sites on Facebook too.
Facebook. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You bet.
I called you the other day, Mara, and you didn't answer.
Ooh.
Where did you call me? Because it's not.
Your cell phone or the only number I have for you?
Okay. You know what? I called. Never mind. I don't need to do this. I'll talk to you. Okay.
All right. You know my number.
Yeah. Well, I got your landline. I think it is the one on the Be at Peace site.
Maybe.
Okay.
My phone number ends in 0911.
Thank you.
Okay.
Got it.
Thanks,
And I'm sorry to
Joe.
make you do that. I will talk to you.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Dave.
You bet.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
to see everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody. Thank you.
Night.
Night,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Night, everybody. Bless your
Bye,
hearts.
Joe.
Good
Love
night.
to everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Good night.
Heart to
Bless
your
your
heart.
heart.
Peace and teach only love.
Absolutely.
Good to see you all.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
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 And y'all come back now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
All right.
Bring your puppy.
Bring your
puppy. That's sweet.
Well,
Well, why
that's
not?
what it means in the South when it says y'all come. You bring your kids, your dogs, your aunts, your uncle. Yeah, y'all come.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and. All right, kids, have a great night. Talk to you soon.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Later, Dave.
Good night.
Hey, later. Call me sometime, stranger.
Hey, how about I put the table of contents on your website? Make it easy.
Call me, Dingy. Call me.
All right.
All right. All right, everybody's gone. Love ya.
Bye.
I love you, Margie. What a sweetheart.